Hello and welcome to Texans Talk Money. I'm Kyla, your host and a peer financial coach at Texan Smart. Every episode, we will be joined by another peer financial coach from my office, where we will be navigating all the roads on how to handle your money as a college student. So sit back and get your wallets ready to be Texan Smart.
Hello and welcome back to Texans Talk Money. I am your host, Kaiton, and today I am actually joined with someone who will be coming on as a co-host with us. Addison, if you'd like to give a little intro.
Hey, I'm Addison. I'm a freshman, and I just started, and I'm super excited to be a part of this.
Yes, we're bringing her along on the Texans Talk Money journey. And then we are also joined with another PFC from our office. We have Addy with us, who has done a few episodes, but if you want to give another intro just for the new semester.
Hi, my name is Adeline, or you can call me Addy, and I love being on the podcast, so I'm super excited to get to talk about such a fun topic.
Yes, so as she said, we're very excited for today's topic in celebration of homecoming week coming up and just Tarleton in general. We are going to be talking about some of the Tarleton traditions just as a fun little treat to celebrate homecoming week. I know we're excited, so I hope y'all are excited because this is not our normal. I will give a little disclaimer. Not all of these stories, most of these stories are ones that we have just heard through the grapevine, so we cannot confirm their validity or their truth or not, but we think it's a very fun and mysterious way to get excited about Tarleton. So we just wanted to get everyone kind of in the school spirit, thinking about all the fun things we do around here, but we hope nobody takes anything too much to heart. If you want to find the truth, I'm sure there are much more valid sources, but we thought it'd be a cool little episode to get into. Actually, one of the first things we're going to talk about is kind of what that's aimed at, which is our sites around campus and their story, or at least the stories that we've heard. I know everyone kind of ends up hearing a few different things. So I know we have this seal, and I know one of y'all was saying that y'all have heard a few stories about that.
So the seal, it's located in front of the Thompson Student Center, and it's in the middle of the circle. So basically, you can't walk on the seal, because if you step on the seal, you won't graduate in time. I've heard two different ways that can go. Either you won't graduate in 4 years, or you won't graduate at all. I'm not 100% sure which is the right one, but that's what I know.
See, I heard that you wouldn't graduate. Wouldn't graduate in your standard 4 years. I've heard a little story from one of the alum that they joke that they stepped on it, and that's why they took 5 years to graduate. I'm not saying that that's really why they took 5 years. They had, I'm sure, extenuating circumstances, but it was just kind of a fun little joke to pick at them for.
Kind of just a way to keep you from walking on it and making it just
dirty
and worn down and everything, since it's marble, right?
I'm not sure what it's made out of. I know it's beautiful, and they have kept me off of it.
I avoid it at all costs.
You will not catch me walking on that seal.
I will not test that theory. I am not one to play that game. I would like to graduate in 4 years if at all possible.
Me too.
Speaking of things we can't walk on, the grass. I know that I have heard the story that we weren't walking on the grass out of respect for the fact that we weren't quite sure where John Tarleton was buried on campus. At least I've heard the story that he was buried around on campus. Again, I'm not sure where that was confirmed or where that came from, but that was my story. I think, hey, if it works, it works. Our grass is gorgeous. It's actually one of the reasons
Pristine.
I feel wrong stepping on the grass, even when I'm at home. I just can't step on the grass because I'm so used to avoiding it completely over here. So I'm just, no grass for me.
I'll be off campus, and I'm I can walk on the grass. I'll be taking the longest route to get inside.
Me too.
I'm I could walk right through it, and nobody's going to say a thing. But just because from being on campus, it's you get looked at if you walk on the grass. It's ew.
It is a cardinal sin to walk on the grass here, and I'm okay with that. I think it keeps our campus very beautiful.
Yes.
I think that was part of the appeal of Tarleton for me, was how pretty and pristine the campus was. I think they do a fantastic job of keeping the grass up, and I just think that's a really funny way to tell freshmen to stay off the grass.
Mm-hmm. And you can tell the difference between the grass just here and then the grass at Heritage Park, because Heritage Park is the only grass on campus that you're able to step on, and plus people have events there all the time, so it looks a little walked on.
You can just tell that it's been walked on, been treated a little bit differently than the luscious green locks across the rest of campus. Has anybody heard anything other than that?
I don't think so. I think that's the only thing I've ever heard is because of John Tarleton, and then just because it's kind of like, let's keep our campus looking nice.
Yeah, I just never knew. I just was told not to step in the grass, and I was like, all right, okay, cool.
She just followed the rules. She was not testing the theory
Like,
at
good.
all.
Not going to see what happens if I do.
We also have the 3-penny triangles. Do y'all know where those are?
I have no
I-
idea what that even
Okay,
is.
so I know there's the John Tarleton statue.
Yes.
Do not remember at all why and what.
So yes, they are around the John Tarleton statue. I think they're like at an angle directly in front of him type vibe. I can picture it in my head but can't describe it. So at least the story that I was told from an alumni again. The alumni loved to tell me all the stories before I came in, and I think that's so funny because we all just share that like love for the traditions and the Tarleton lore.
Yes.
I think it's so cute. But I was told that honestly it was just a few students who, when they were pouring the concrete around John Tarleton statue, they were pouring new concrete, and just some random kids kept throwing pennies in there. And so they finally didn't realize that the pennies were in there or whatever, couldn't take them out. Something happened, or they just left them for the mystery of it. I can't remember what that part of it was. But I did hear that kids just kind of were throwing it in there, and finally they were like, all right, well, there is a new Tarleton tradition, Tarleton lore, whatever, that people can come up for generations and generations different stories for. But I think it's kind of funny to think about that, because that's so college kid to
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
They just kind of gave up. They were like, you know what? We're not going to be able to get you to stop, so we might as well just let you have it and
Can't
let
beat
y'all
'em,
come up with
join
your
'em.
story. Yeah. Yeah.
100%. Like, let's just make this a thing for years to come. Speaking of pennies on Rudder statue. Has anyone heard about that or done that?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes, classes be hard, and I just have to, throw the penny on rudder and hope for the best. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's my own fault, but it doesn't,
Yeah.
But apparently, if you throw a penny on the rudder statue, it's like a form of good luck on exams and papers and assignments and stuff. So
Yeah. A little way to just have a little extra faith, I guess.
That's
Hope.
what I've always
Honestly,
heard.
anything to get me past an exam, not going to lie. Anything that can possibly help me.
Even if it is the placebo effect, I
No,
do not
literally.
care. If
Yes.
it brings back that note from the top of page 2 in my notes, I will
Yes.
take it. But yeah, I've always heard it. I personally have never done it. I think I just get too in a rush before exams. Actually, that's a lie. I did do it before finals my first semester freshman year. And then I just have yet to pass the rudder statue on the
Yeah,
way
I
to an
don't-
exam since.
I don't either.
I know. I'm like, I'm going to have to find a time to go out of my way and go throw some pennies up there. Got midterm tests coming up. I'm a little scared.
Hey, you will see, at least I see all the time, that every time there's a major like A and P
When it's, like,
exam
full.
or something
It's
like
like
that,
yeah.
it's
pennies are
just
falling off the
full.
side.
It looks like those fountains at the mall. It's
Yes.
greatness. I love it. But they're all so perfectly like lining the circle. None are on the
Yes.
ground. Like,
Yes.
I don't
People will
know.
even go and arrange them in hearts and T's. I'm like,
Yes.
you know what? All for it. All for it.
I watched someone place their own pennies, a bunch of their own pennies, into an A+ sign on Rudder one day.
Hey,
The
that's
creativity.
manifestation right there.
Love it.
They were all about it.
Okay, I know this one is a little bit weirder, and
Okay.
most people don't know about this one. So it's the Ultra.
Yeah.
I did not know what it stood for until one of my sorority sisters was like, "Oh yeah, it stands for unlocking limits that restrict achievement." I'm like,
What?
"What?"
I've never heard that.
Really?
I literally, the only thing I knew about the Ultra was that it pointed to D Hall. Like, literally.
True North and D Hall. That's
True
all you
North
need.
and D
That's all you
Hey,
need.
True North of college kids is in fact food is fuel, so we'll take it. But no, I have heard the unlocking limits that restrict achievement thing, and I think that's cool.
I've never
I think it's
heard
cool that
that.
it has like its name is an acronym. I don't remember where where the acronym came from though.
I have no idea where it came from, but I think that's cool because honestly,
Why not give it a fun name?
I love any kind of positive little
Yes.
mantra. Is that the word I'm looking for? Mantra?
Maybe
Posi-
acronym.
Positivity.
Yeah, just positivity. Honestly, whatever can get you through the day.
I'll take it. As college kids, I think we take our positivity wherever we can get it, just because we can get pretty stressed, pretty down on ourselves, which Hence why I wanted to talk about the traditions.
It's
Midterms,
fun.
homecoming week. I think
Yes.
it's fun.
Ooh. Then the last one is the smokestack. So
Yeah.
that one's not as old of a tradition. I know.
I don't know.
Not 100% sure.
Not 100% sure. Like,
I
it's got a weird
it's more of
history.
just a sight to see,
Yeah.
I feel like. But we have traditions that kind of involve it,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
Like homecoming, like we light it purple during
Yes.
homecoming, and when we do silver taps and that.
The
love
silver
that
tap
one.
ceremony is so beautiful. I'm
It's
sorry, I
so
had to
good.
that.
I will be cutting time out of whatever I have that day to go to it.
Yeah.
'Cause
I think
will
it's so
be.
beautiful that they do that.
But so it lights purple at homecoming. I know on graduation days they light it purple
Yes.
at night, and then even I think it's during tea week.
I'm pretty sure it's purple during tea
I
week.
think they lit it tea week on the night of convocation.
I was gonna
I
say
think so.
at one point during tea week, I'm 90% sure it's purple.
It was either convocation or the night before the first day of classes, which would have been the night of convocation. So
Either way, it lights up purple, and it's like the prettiest
so
little sight. You
cool.
can see it all across campus. I will drive on Washington and can see it, and I love our smokestack.
It's
There's so
so-
many fun stories
there's
that
so
go
many
with
fun
it.
things like when you drive by campus that you see and you're like, "Oh, I know that and I love it. It's just so cute.
Like, I go there.
Yes.
Yay! No, 100%. The smokestack is one of my favorite sites on campus, personally, because
It's unique.
it's unique. I've heard that it used to actually be functional, and it worked the heating systems on campus I believe back when we were still John Tarleton Agricultural College, JTech.
Oh yeah, I think.
Don't quote
that's
me on that
I think it's in the
dates.
purple book. Just go search up the purple book and you'll be able to
You
find
can
the
confirm
mini
your,
purple book.
your
Yes.
own stories, but I don't know. I think that's cool to think about the fact that we have kept that piece of architecture, that structure. Words are fleeting my brain right now.
That's okay.
But that structure on campus, I just think it's cool that we've preserved that, because I feel like that's something very special, that not all campuses have that piece.
And it's still so nicely
their core.
pristine and white. That's what
Yes.
is so much more appealing about it. I'm like, it's white and it's
They
pristine
keep it
white.
so
It's
white.
white.
And props to whoever does
Whoever has
that.
to clean that.
Whoever cleans it. That's so scary. I'm scared of heights. Is white scary for me? But I think it's so cool that they do that and keep it so white. Speaking, I know we just got done kind of talking about homecoming things that we do during homecoming. So actually, there's quite a few homecoming traditions.
I love homecoming.
And there's,
My
I
favorite.
feel like even the ones that we are going to talk about, there's more that we don't even list.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much about Tarleton that you just can't even cover it all in an episode. Pardon me. But I wanted to touch on a few of it.
Yeah.
I know everybody has their own favorite traditions. Does anybody have any favorites they want to point out?
Yes. Okay. So my favorite, I love purple pancakes. I love midnight breakfast. I think it's so much fun. Like, the line, it's like really long and it takes forever, but it's like the memories you make with your friends in line, and then going through D Hall getting your pancakes and your sausage and your eggs. Like, I love it. Like, I missed it last semester because I think I had like an event or something, but like the 2 previous semesters that I went, it's like my favorite tradition. It's just so much fun to like hang out with my friends and eat my purple pancakes, you know?
It's another one of those unique things that you don't see on other college campuses that is supposed to like be for the students.
Yeah.
Not for the community, but for the students. And I think that's what's really cool about it. I think it's just kind of one of those, like, it makes you come together with your friends and like realize like you're all here to have fun. Obviously still be in school, but like it's just one of those fun things that you get to look forward to every year.
It's like the memories. you make.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it.
I actually have yet to be able to go.
No, you have to
purple
go.
pancakes. I was very sick my freshman year during homecoming week, and then last homecoming, my sophomore, I'm not sure why I didn't get to go, but I know I had something going on,
No, yeah.
because I have wanted to go to purple pancakes since before I came. When my brother used to come up here and hang out with his friends who came to Tarleton, I was like, what do you mean you got purple pancakes? Like, what do you mean they made you breakfast at midnight? Like, that's crazy. And so then I got here and I was like, what do you mean I can't go? Like, I'm sick. I'm sick.
No,
It
it's
was
like
awful, but
super fun. You definitely have to go this year.
I'm so excited to go this year.
Yes, for sure.
am rounding up all the friends I can convince to stay up that late. Haha, late for a college kid is not midnight,
Yeah.
I feel like, between all our studying, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
down a Red Bull, you'll be good to go.
Yeah. No,
Red Bull and purple pancakes.
and then one of my other favorite traditions that I've gotten to partake in is Yell. I love Yell. It's a competition between student organizations, and each organization comes up with a unique and original theme with lyrics, and like the songs being changed to Tarleton traditions, which is super, super fun. Like, it's fun getting to like learn these songs and learn these dances and getting to participate. Like, I've gotten to participate with my organization for like the past 2 Yells, and I'm excited to do it again this year. Like, and whoever wins gets to follow the Plowboys out and like beat the drum, and it's so like winning is such a big deal. It's like huge.
People talk about their winnings of Yell
Forever.
It's a lifelong thing that
Forever.
you bring up because Yell is that serious.
It really is. I didn't think it was that serious when I first heard about it, and then I came and I participated, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is
Yes.
crazy.
It takes so much work.
Oh my gosh, so
I
much,
can't-
Yes.
so many practices, so much time, but
Mhm.
it's like all worth it in the end. Actually
it
getting
turns
to, like,
out so
perform.
beautiful.
I'm
Full.
so excited. I get to participate
you-
in this year, and I'm so excited because I didn't get to go to duck camp and do like the mini
Oh,
yell
yeah.
contest that they do,
Aw.
and so I'm really excited. And if you're a freshman, it helps you learn about all the Tarleton traditions,
Yeah.
especially
Yes.
like learning about the purple pancakes, purple picnic, and then all of the sites around campus. Because that's how I learned about what the ultra meant. I was like, I have no idea that that's what it stood for. So
That's
it just
crazy.
teaches. It's another way and a way to make new friends that you would have never
100%.
talked to
Mhm.
outside of that organization.
I think that goes for whether you're competing or not,
Mhm.
actually. I know one of my friends that I've known since high school made a really good friend that they are super close now from sitting next to her at Yell because it's just... I feel like everybody gets so excited about every single organization, whether you have a friend in it or
Yeah.
not,
Mm-hmm.
because all of the organizations, you can just tell the amount of work that goes into
my
it and
gosh,
how
for
much they
sure.
are they are enjoying being out there, which I think is so cute.
It's just so fun to see everybody's themes and everybody's
Yes.
performances. Like, I look forward to it every year. I look forward to getting into that gym and like seeing what everybody's doing and be like, oh, trying to guess their theme before they perform. Like, it's so much fun.
Yes.
That's the best part is when you see
Yeah,
them
I'm
and
like,
you're
oh
like,
my gosh.
what is
Yeah.
that theme? Because they're wearing the most outlandish thing. and
I'm
you're
like, what is?
what is
I think
happening?
my favorite was like a Post Malone one. That one was so fun.
I saw that. That was hilarious.
That one
I was
was
like,
really
that's
fun.
good. That's good.
That's awesome. Speaking of Yell, after Yell, like you stated, was beating of the drum. This is the story that I kind of found and have heard. So I heard and kind of looked up that it originated during our super intense JTAC versus NTAC rivalry. The schools would try to used to try and start each other's bonfires before
The
the actual
day of-
school
yeah,
could
Yeah.
to kind of rain on their parade, I guess, which...
Rude.
Rude, so sad. Leave
Rude.
everybody's bonfires alone. But the beating of the drum would take place in the 24 hours leading up to the football game. So that way it would kind of deter the NTAC students from invading campus and let them know, as far as I knew, that they would sit out at the bonfire and beat the drum
Yeah.
to kind of let them know, we're still here. You can't. We're out here. It's not
Yeah.
an easy target.
Yeah. And now it's beat in the amphitheater of the student center.
Next to the student
and so
center.
it echoes throughout
All
campus.
through
Mhm.
campus.
All
No,
24
I
hours.
remember when I lived on campus, just hearing that drum going all day, all night.
Before I came here, I actually thought that the same few people beat it the entire
Oh my gosh,
week
no.
of homecoming,
No.
It'd be horrible.
which is crazy that I thought that. But actually, a bunch of different organizations sign up
Yeah.
to do it, which I think shows how excited we
Yeah.
are.
Because
Mhm.
it goes Plowboys, and then whoever wins Yell, and then whoever
So on and
signs
so
up after
forth.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you actually snake dance to the beating of the drum. I think snake dance might be my favorite tradition.
The first time I ever saw it or participated, I did not know what to expect. I was like, why are people grabbing my hands? And then I was just getting pulled down right away. But it was really cool, seeing everybody holding hands
Yeah.
going down. It was really cool, to experience it.
After Yell, so students, like she said, lock arms, grab hands outside of Wisdom Gym, and they snake dance their way to the drum beating, which again is outside the Student Center Amphitheater. And then it starts the beating of the drum for the week. I don't know. I just think it's so fun to see everybody connected, and everybody's always laughing and giggling
so
and
much
having
fun.
a great
'Cause it's,
time.
like the most easy and simple thing that we do that literally connects everybody on campus.
Yeah.
Quite literally. You're locking arms and prancing around campus till you get
Down
to the
right
drum.
away to the drum.
Yes.
It's really fun. Like, I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Like, the first time, like, my freshman year, I didn't go to Yale.
Mhm.
So, like, I just heard a bunch of people, like, on that Wednesday. I think I just stayed in my room. And I lived in honors in, like, a suite. And I faced, like, the science building. And I just heard a bunch of people outside. And I was like, what is going on? I looked through my window, and I just see people holding hands running down Roadway. And I was like, what is that? And then I learned. That's what a snake dance is.
It's
Yes.
cool.
And
Addison, let's hear
so-
some of your traditions.
So another one of the traditions that's kind of taken from the JTAC and NTAC rivalry is the Silver Bugle Hunt. So during that rivalry, they had a Silver Bugle as the trophy, and it went, back and forth as everybody wins and loses. And when that rivalry ended, NTAC was the last one to have it. Well, they unfortunately misplaced or lost it. Don't quote me. But so now Tarleton has a tradition where in one of the days leading up to the homecoming, organizations can sign up to have a group to hunt for the Silver Bugle. So it's obviously not the real one, but you get 2 hours, I believe, to read all these clues and find out where the Silver Bugle is. And so it's another one of those ways to connect with people on campus, connect to your campus history, your school's history. And I think it's really cool because it's pretty much you just go around campus trying to find this Silver Bugle and trying to figure out the mystery of, like, what happened to it, kind of.
I think it's always funny to watch that, the day that happens.
I like seeing people's, like, costumes for it. They, like, all
Yes.
dress up and, like,
That's
match
funny.
for it, which is really fun.
It's always
And then
fun.
just
And you
seeing
can
these-
see how intense
Yes.
some people get. And I love the intensity. I love the competition, the friendly rivalry.
Yeah. Hey.
All in the spirit of Tarleton.
All in the spirit of Tarleton, exactly. And then probably everybody's favorite, the one that most people look forward to, and literally the biggest part of homecoming is
Bigger
the
every year.
bonfire. So it's actually one of the largest ones that at least in
Really?
Texas, at least from what I've heard. Don't quote me, but so the Plowboys will they collect like the wood pallets from shipping, and brush starting in the early summer, and they collect it all summer and will then build the bonfire, and it's a massive like mountain of pallets and brush. And then on what day is it that they burn it? Is it
I believe it's Friday.
is it
I
Friday?
wanna say Friday.
Before the game?
It's Friday.
Okay. And so then they will burn it, and they watch over it while they burn it. And so that's kind of why we have the beating of the drum, is that way we can burn it and nobody else burns it. Obviously, nobody's trying to come after our bonfire as much as when we had NTAC. But it's just one of those, everybody looks forward to it. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people are like, if you stand at the front, you can literally feel your
Oh my
face
gosh.
melting off.
I've only gone my freshman year, and I was like, we got like a front row like spot, and I was like so excited, and I remember it went off, and it was awesome. It was awesome to look at, but like I could just feel the heat in my face, and I was like, okay, I gotta go to the back. It is,
Yeah.
I'm burning.
I swear I
Yes.
lost an eyebrow from the amount of heat that resonated off of the bonfire last year.
No, but it's so cool,
It
like
was so
seeing all like the
beautiful.
poo throw like I don't know, they're throwing like sticks with fire on them, like at it. I have videos of it. I don't remember. It was a long time
I know
ago.
what you're talking
Yes.
about, but I don't remember who it was that was doing it.
I
for
remember
sure.
the
Yeah.
poo, if I'm correct. And then I remember, does Hurley? Hurley does it too, right?
I have no for sureness on that. I was with a friend who needed to take pictures for stuff on campus.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's really cool. Like it was really awesome
It's
to
fun
see
to
it
watch
just start
nonetheless.
like get really big
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then burn. And then I took cool pictures in front of it. And those
Yes,
were
you get the
keepsakes.
coolest pictures
Yeah.
from it.
I loved it.
And then people show up and they're like in pajamas and
Yeah.
hoodie jackets, and I'm like, how are you that cold? First of all, you're at this massive bonfire that people talk about losing eyebrows from.
No, literally.
So
I didn't actually lose an eyebrow for the reference. Both are intact. I was not that close. They keep you a very safe distance
Yeah.
away.
Yes.
So do not be worried. You're perfectly safe. It just,
no eyebrows will
it's
be
a fun
lost.
joke to make that
No eyebrows will be
that
lost.
is how big it is, because it truly is massive.
It's daunting. I'm like, do I even want to get close to that? I'm like, that's a lot of fire.
I love
That's a
being at the
lot of
barricade
fire.
personally.
I'm going to do my best to get up to that barricade. Don't worry. Don't you worry. And then one of the younger traditions of Tarleton is the launching of the ducks.
Oh, I love
So this one
This
is
is my
really sweet.
all-time
I
favorite one.
loved looking up and making sure I had all the information right for this one. And I'm super excited. I will be participating because
That's so
why
cute.
not? It's pretty much you all meet at the reflecting pool and you will be given a little rubber duck that you get to write your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, long-term or short-term. And you will basically launch them to the other side of the reflecting pool to kind of symbolize launching yourself into your goals and accomplishments that you hope to achieve.
Oh my gosh, I still have my 3 ducks from my freshman, sophomore,
Aw.
and junior year, and I will be keeping my duck for this year, and they're all on my windowsill. Like, I love
Aw.
it. I love seeing like my growth throughout like
That's awesome.
college.
Your
so.
different goals.
Yeah, this is why it's my favorite.
I'm
I
excited
love
to
like
I think it's really sweet because I know I saw a picture and it was someone had written, I want to help out the younger kids who never had someone for them. And I was like, see, even if it's not for you, it's something that you want to achieve. And I think that's a beautiful tradition.
I think it's so fresh. It's near and dear to my heart. I love seeing everybody get excited about it. I am super excited to participate this year.
me too.
I
just like it's really cool because like freshman year I wasn't really involved in anything, and then like as
Yeah.
I went on, like my organizations that I'm in, I like write on my duck and like the
that's
things I've
awesome. I didn't
done
even think about
and like my
that.
little goals, and I love it because it's like you could just tell the difference between them.
It's a very fun
That's
little
so
mile
sweet.
marker instead of marking on the, or age marker or whatever, instead of marking like on the
Yeah, I've
wall
had
like
every-
you did as a kid.
2020 2021 was my first one.
Yes.
22 and then 23. No, 24. It's crazy.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I am like warm and fuzzy inside from talking about all of our
Yes.
traditions. I'm so excited for
I love
homecoming week.
traditions.
At this very moment, it is next week.
Wow,
it should be next week when
Yes.
this episode comes out. Yes.
Yeah.
But I think we've covered just about all of the traditions we can fit into this little episode. It probably ran a little bit longer than our normal episodes. Not quite sure yet. But nonetheless, I am glad it did because there's just so much exciting things to talk about. I hope you maybe learned something or got excited about something that's coming up. We have all kinds of things going on in the Texan Smart office, and we will be back to our financial scheduled programming next episode, but we wanted to stray just a little bit and get everyone pumped for Tarleton.
Excited.
So I just want to say thank you, Addy, for joining us today, and I hope everyone is excited that Addison is joining us. I know I am. But if that is all we have, I hope that everyone has a super fantastic homecoming week. I know we are all ready to have a great one.
Yes.
And as always, be well, be ready, be Texan Smart. Have a great day.